Hello everyone and welcome to Xploit episode 3. Now I'm starting out in creative because what we have to do is build a full sphere layout for a creeper farm. Yeah, because we are going to build Kenneth Deuce creeper farm, and that is basically just the line layouts that I used in my first creeper farm, but it is optimized to make use of all the surface spawning spaces, etc. And yeah, we're going to build a full sphere just because exploit. And well, yeah, of course, this mob spawning range in Bedrock is kind of tiny. It's 24 to 54 blocks centered on the player's spherical, which is okay, but yeah. So what we're going to do is basically mark out the inner sphere. So the inner sphere has a 23 block radius. Now, normally it would be 24, but mobs actually spawn already on the 24th block and not on the 25th. That means that we are going to build an inner shell, and I'm going to do that out of iron blocks. And once we have that, I can make the outer layers, and I'm basically going to make smooth stone layers spaced with 2 blocks vertically, so that there's 2 air blocks in between each layer, because of course creepers need 2 tall spaces to spawn. And well, yeah, that's how it's going to go. It's going to be quite a lot of work, and even more work in survival, because we're going to need a hell lot of stone and wood. Yeah. So about an hour or half an hour later, I finished the inner sphere. And what I basically did, like I said, is made it so that there is 2 gaps of air between each platform. I didn't fill the inside in because that would be tedious. And well, so that is a 24 block diameter. Well, technically 23 because mobs already start spawning on the 24th block. And that means that, yeah, this should be the inner sphere. And we're basically using this to outline where mobs are not going to spawn. So that means the iron blocks are going to be removed later. And this is all the way out to 54 blocks, so this is the furthest that mob will spawn when you are standing right here. So it would be standing in the center, and they would spawn all the way until over there. And, well, now I actually have to make every sphere for every of those layers. That's going to be quite a pain. And, of course, it's going to go above that as well. Jesus. So we're 2 days later and quite some progress. Well, not much, but basically half of the sphere is done. What I did notice is that I made the inner sphere, the iron block sphere, 1 block too low, so I did have to remove it and stuff. And I haven't built up the second half of the sphere yet and stuff, but I think for now I'll leave this be because I saw some other things to do. Notably, I have to recover from what had been one corruption of our exploit world. Now, this was already a longer time ago, not sure when the iron block was there. This was already quite a while ago, but what basically happened is that there was a rollback because of bad backup systems that we had set up, or rather I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the world was rolled back a little, but honestly, nothing too much was lost, only some old chunks were present while near ones were still there. But anyways, so yeah, that means that I will be getting myself some god armor back. So I'm back on here on the exploit server. As you can see, this is... oh no. Oh no, oh no, no, no. Not good. Alright, going back on flint and steel. These pillagers are kind of annoying. They spawn all over the place, and there's hardly any way to stop them. Although I'm not sure why that one doesn't react, because the server is clearly not having any lag. Especially since it's right in my basement. Anyways, whatever. We're just going to burn that guy. Not sure why he isn't really doing anything at all. I guess that's kind of funny that he has some sort of really broken AI. But anyways, what we're basically going to do is upgrade our gear back to God gear. And my helmets did break before the crash of the world. Not really crash, but like the reroll. Mind you, this has been like around 2 weeks ago, so it was quite a while ago, but I have been really busy in the past, so I wasn't able to play much on here. And yeah, so I'm just going to upgrade that back, so that means ditching these 2 and getting all the max enchants on all of those. So of course we can't get all the traits from the villagers, but that's why we do have combo books in here, because of course we have a raid farm. And through that raid farm we can get many combo books, and that's also how we can get all these enchants that are otherwise not yet available to us through our villagers. But since this does require a lot of experience, I'm gonna have to repair the gold farm first. Now, some things that happen is notably the gravity blocks unstacked, and this is because I did try to cheap out just to see if it would work, and it did not work, which is good because I did it properly in the tutorial. And I'm going to add some upgrades to the lighting and unlighting system, which will make it more consistent so that it won't, well, flow out water as often as it does, because it definitely does happen, but not very often. But still, just to completely eliminate it, that will be good. Also appears that we're completely out of cobble. Well, I don't think we are out of cobble, but it must be located somewhere else. So I'm just quickly gonna chop a little some, because I do need, well, yeah, I do need pistons, and we don't have any crafted yet, it appears. So, yeah, not really that much stone I need, but I do need some cobblestone. Oh, and by the way, apparently we have bubble column tiles. I have no idea how we got them, but yeah, it's definitely possible. And it's probably also just a method involving a ghost block, just like only 21 has shown. And yeah, anyways, as you can see, the pushers in the corners for the gold farm, not sure if that was anything, they are missing the sand and the back pistons. This is because I did try to only use the back pistons, and that did not work out as planned. So we'll have to add in the back pistons and more of stone slabs. So we'll just have to craft some, and then we can stack the sand again and get the pushers back into a functional state. Actually, never mind. It looks like there are some form of invisible stacked gravity blocks. And I haven't really discovered this, encountered this before very often. But yeah, today this is the second time I do encounter it. There seems to be invisible falling blocks. Now, usually this is a consequence of copying a world where one falling block can become another type of falling block, even falling blocks that aren't supposed to be able to fall, such as you would have falling nether brick stairs or something like that. But as you can see right here, it is not visible, but there it definitely is something. As you can see, I do get pushed like this. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because I just got myself out and now have to get myself out again. But yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why, also, I did not use Silk Touch, whatever. I don't know why this occurs, because this definitely did not occur before, so I guess I will have to get rid of all of those and then fix it up. I mean, I guess most of the gravity blocks are still in, but it's kind of annoying to know which one does and which one doesn't and all that. Damn it, that's really annoying. So the new relighting system that I'm going to be using is first off just some observers on lava, and the reason why I did not use these in my first gold farm is because they sort of seem to be directional, but that directionality was in fact an issue with just not having blocked off the potential, let's say, spots for the trapdoors to burn. And that is what basically broke the directionality. Oh, well, I mean, that's more like what made it directional. And what made this work is that, well, of course, I did block off the, the lighting spots, but I did not know that back then. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace these, ouch, I'm going to replace this, this lighting system, these lighting towers, with just some observers and lava. And the second thing that I'm going to do is making Flolan's braking system from his portal gold farm way up at the top, because that is actually a lot more consistent. And while it is a little extra redstone, it really doesn't matter much. And of course, I am going to slow it down a little, because while it is a lot faster to use that instead of just fast pulsing a single dispenser, it is more consistent to have a little pause in between the flashes, because that will help with the no water flowing down. But yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much the only changes I'm going to do to this system. So one thing I've finished is the relighting system. So this is basically just lava that is getting updated by these observers, and that will make it flow faster, or rather relight the portals faster, because the trapdoors are being set on fire faster. And I still, of course, have to add in the portal breaking system, and that's going to go all the way up there at the top. And however, one thing I am concerned with is that the triangulars will not keep up with the speed of the portals, because in my testing already, because I'm trying to make a portal gold farm that is compatible with 1.15, I've had an issue that the triangulars, even though they are maximum speed, have big trouble to keep up with, well, this entire, lighting system, because there are so many pigment spawns. So we will have to see how that works out. I hope the fall damage does enough of weakening in order to kill the pigment properly, because I did have to reduce the distance of fall damage for the 1.15 compatible design in order to make sure that the pigment player aggro properly works out. And, well, yeah, that is the thing. So what I'm going to do now is extend this torch tower and add in the portal breaking systems right up there. And the circuit, of course, is from Flolan. So, as you may be able to tell, I did finish the portal breaking system. Oh god, another pillage captain. Whatever. Anyways, I did finish the portal breaking system and the lighting systems down there. It's just observer, clocks, I suppose, and lava. But anyways, I'm just going to turn this on, and you're going to see that it's going to spawn a lot of pigmen really fast. And it's probably also going to break the portals fairly fastly, because after, yeah, see, there's some water instantly. But anyways, a lot of pigments spawn in very fast, so that's why we have to adjust the timings. Notably, those repeaters right here, and you both have to have them at the same delay, because if you don't, then the water will spill out. But if we do slow them down, then it will be more stable and still produce enough pigment, because if it produces too many pigment, I assume it will just, the triangulars won't keep up. Anyways, that's what happened with the other thing. Let's try that out again. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a bit slower, but hey, look at it. It spawns in lots of pigment, and that's pretty great. However, of course, I will have to fix the linking system, but damn, yeah, that's a lot of pigment. And of course, also have to link up the torch towers again. But anyways, I'm going to test around a little with timings, and then we'll see how it goes. So I am back down here, and I did try it with repeaters on 3 ticks, and looks like it's producing absolute bonkers amount of pigment, and it is still about keeping up with the killing. And if it's not, I can just add in more tridents. Yeah, looks like it's getting a little overflown by it, but I don't see any water spilling for now, and yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. Also, the ports are relighting really fast, so that's a fairly good system. And now I'm looking on my second screen on OBS, and it doesn't look like I'm getting any game sound, which is weird. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, I'm getting game sound now, and it's fairly loud for me, so I'm just going to turn it down for a moment. But yeah, this is producing a really high amount of pigment, and I suppose the experience output should also be over 100,000 per hour. But of course, in the next update, the temperature is going to be broken, so I will still have to figure out a way to make it properly keep up with, well, the amounts of pigment, and still weaken them enough by fall damage, and still lure them. Because I tried golems, and snow golems have some issues with it, and player luring is more reliable, but you have to be in range, and if you want a fall damage, you would have to stand here, right next to all these experience little holes for the triangulars. And XP delivery triangulars would prevent the pigment from getting fall damage, which would defeat the entire purpose of having drop shafts. So yeah, still a thing I have to figure out, but looks like for the exploit server, well, it's still in 1.14, and the 1.14 update is going to be for a while the remaining update, because 1.15 beta is not near completion. Yeah, it will still work, this one. So that's pretty good, and actually it does look like it's keeping up just fine. Eventually there will be more pigment than other times, but then there will also be less pigment sometimes, and it will equal out, and it will just get cleared. Nice, that's more stable. That's faster, and yeah, looks like it's a pretty good experience farm. Now, the next thing I have to do is just relink the portal properly, but that's fairly easy. Okay, now that the gold farm is repaired, I have all my tools repaired, and I have a bunch of experience, I can actually get to making this set of gear, God gear. So the first thing we're going to do, I already have the books, is get some mending and unbreaking books, because those are key in all of those. I suppose I will also get protection, because I do believe we have these enchants. So we already have a ton of emeralds from our, raid farm, and that's pretty simple. Now, it looks like already has been traded with, so maybe we'll have to sleep, but yeah. Okay, I don't think sleeping is an option because it's literally middle of the day, but yeah, we'll have to wait until the next trading refresh. And not sure why I got myself a smite book. I did not want that to happen. Well, how did that happen? That guy does sell protection. Huh. It probably cycled to the next one because a protection book was already bought, and that's why I bought a smite book. Hold on, did I just see that price right? It's 64 for smite. Okay, just wasted a stack of emeralds. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to enchant this and get some more enchantment books for the ones I already can enchant. But yeah, we'll have to wait until the next refresh cycle for the villagers to get it finished. But yeah, we can already, for example, get the protection book on. Like this. And yeah, first I'm gonna get all the other books. Alright, so as you can see, I got most of my gear done, and I gave them fancy names after some DC franchises and stuff. But you may be noticing that I don't have any respiration on that one. And well, I didn't have any because we didn't have any books of those. So I just used the raid farm for a bunch. There's this old guy's Instakill raid farm. And there we go, a respiration 3 book. And this one's also a very nice book, although yeah, it's not what I exactly need. But yeah, so that will be the last book I needed for this maximum protection 4 armor. I suppose I don't have the chestplate yet, but to be honest, that chestplate is not very high priority because I won't be using it for a lot anyway. But yeah, this is pretty much the last of this god armor that I needed. And there we go. Look at it, it's beautiful. So it looks like I have the max armor now. I do believe that this sword and stuff is also max. I should have a fortune pickaxe somewhere in my ender chest. So I believe my gear is almost all maxed out. Besides, I don't really need max gear that much anyway, but it's nice to have. And yeah, this is a slime chunk. This is pretty annoying. But anyways, yeah, looks like I'm almost entirely geared up. And I don't really need much more gear right now. But yeah, having this gold farm upgrade is pretty nice because, well, it's tons of experience. But the collection system can't keep up. Yeah, it's too fast, which is kind of annoying. But you know what, for now I'm just going to leave it. Besides, not going to use it in that big, you know, I'm not going to use it all the time anyway. But it's pretty nice to have, being so fast. And stable. No water flowing out. Nice. Alright, next up I'm gonna have to farm some saplings because, well, I kind of need wood because I need sugar boxes for all the rotten flesh that has amassed at the gold farm. So, yeah. I don't know exactly whose design it is. That looks like Lee's design. Yeah, pretty sure that Lee Eisenbraun's design. And, well, yeah, we're just going to farm some wood, I guess. We'll have to see. Oh, there's where all the saplings are. Let's farm some spruce. And yeah, it's pretty basic, just gonna need an auto clicker, and that's gonna farm everything using withers, which you can see here as well. We have our Bedrock wither cage, and can I get up here anyway? I don't think I can. Well, that's stupid because we don't have any gunpowder yet, because we're still working on a creeper farm. Yeah, but anyway, so here is the wither cage, and everything gets collected down there. I saw a second wither, not quite sure where that came from. Maybe we have a wither rose farm over there. Actually, let's check that out. Oh, never mind, that's the cobblestone farm. Yeah, so that is the cobblestone farm from Hazel. And we just have a wither cage over here and 4 stone generators. And yeah, it's just a lot of cobble because we do need a lot of cobble for our gigantic creeper farm. I guess we will be smelting it into stone, but yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the tree farming. So, as you might have been able to tell from the time-lapse, I farm a bunch of wood. So as you can see, I have farmed almost a sugar box full of wood, and I didn't even realize that there already is a very large amount of wood in here. So, I mean, I guess I got a nice time-lapse out of it, so it wasn't for nothing, but I definitely could have just grabbed some wood out of here. Yeah, whatever. You know what, I don't even mind. Just had a nice time-lapse. It's gonna look nice. Real nice. So I have 8 stacks of chests now. Now there's not exactly a reason for me exactly needing 8 chests, but I got myself 8 chests anyway, because why not? While we're here, why not just check out the storage for the cobble farm? Oh yeah, there is a lot of hoppers. You know what, since we're here, might as well just add in the chests for the cobble farm and hope that I don't accidentally look at one of these. There we go. I jinxed it. Damn it. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're just everywhere. But whatever. I'm just gonna add in the chests for this cobble farm. Although it's probably gonna be a little hard. But yeah, this cobble farm produces an absolute massive amount. I think it's 400,000 per hour. And it's Hazel's design, so there's not really a video on it. But if you do want a cobble farm design, you can just check out Ken's. Ken has a cobble farm design, and it's also pretty good. Also does 100,000 per hour. So yeah, you might not really need much more. Why did those two not connect? That's weird. Anyways, yeah, just gonna add in all the chests. Alright, so one other thing I have noticed is that there are 2 bottlenecks for the speed of this farm. Notably, the first bottleneck is that the item filters sometimes don't keep up. Now first I had 2 item filters for gold ingots, 2 for gold nuggets, and 4 for rotten flesh. And that meant that the gold nuggets did not keep, well, the nugget filters did not keep up with the input of nuggets. So I just put one other nugget filter on the backside, so I replaced one rotten flesh filter with a nugget filter. However, it still seems like it overflows, and you will be able to see that there sometimes is gold there if you use it, which is kind of annoying. But that's not the only bottleneck. The second bottleneck is that for each shrine killer, the drops seem to go above 9,000 per hour. Because, well, basically, as you can see, there is 1 hopper minecart and 1 hopper underneath the hopper minecart, which means that this will be limited to 9,000 drops per hour. Plus, the auto dropper clock is also only 8 game tick fast. So, yeah, I will have to rework on that later. I will probably add a different storage and probably also add shulker loaders for this storage right here. Now, previously I thought that all designs were broken, but you can still make shulker loader designs that directly push it in front. You basically just need to make it so that there's absolutely nothing in front, and that sort of is, I think, impossible without sacrificing a clean front, like my shulker loader design has. Well, that one's broken, by the way, don't build it. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I don't really want to stay with normal chests like this, because the rotten flesh is just, yeah, there's a lot of rotten flesh. DrJanCyan is going to like this, because if you are not aware, he likes rotten flesh a lot more than he should probably. So I cleared out all these rotten flesh chests, except for this row, because it didn't fit in the shulker boxes. But now I have 12 shulker boxes of rotten flesh. And before anyone says trade it in for emeralds from clerics, yes, I could do that, but you have to consider that we already have a raid farm, and the raid farm produces a lot more emeralds than, you know, trading in. Plus, it would be really tedious to convert 12 shulker boxes of rotten flesh into emeralds. So I'm gonna do what every smart person would do, is give these shulker boxes as a gift to another fellow exploit player. And DrJanCyan in particular seems to have an odd affection for rotten flesh, so I'm just gonna leave it neat and tidy as a gift instead of a chest for him. Now I have to figure out if we have any dyes anywhere, because no, I think we actually don't. But either way, yeah, I'm just gonna dye the shulker boxes. Let's do it in white actually, because why not? And yeah, once we have that done, we can just leave it somewhere for him, and I'm sure he will appreciate it. So I'm just gonna leave a little chest next to our nether portal with, of course, a sign on top saying, I don't know what it's gonna say, let's say to DrJanCyan from yours truly, navynexus, heart, because why not? And let's just put in all these shulker boxes of rotten flesh. Actually, no, let's arrange them in a fancy way. What fancy way can we arrange them? Can we do this? No, we cannot. Yeah, it's not going to be very easy. You know what? I'm just going to do a row. And then we can do that. Or we can do, no, like this. You know what? We're just going to leave it like that. And just to top it off, we're going to throw in a piece of birch. Because he loves birch as well. And why not? And it's gonna top it off fairly well. We could, yeah, let's also put birch in those corners right there. So, I think he's going to enjoy it, and yeah. So I think this is all for this episode of Xploit. As always, I hope you have enjoyed it, because of course I put quite a lot of time into it. Make sure to join the Xploit Discord that is in the description, and of course subscribe to all the other Xploit members. And while you do that, you can also subscribe to me, because you don't want to miss any of the future Xploit episodes. With that being said, thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry for being a little late on content, but I was very busy last week. Lots of exams. But now I finally have a break, quotation mark, because I still have tons of work to do in that break. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. My name is X, and bye bye.